good night, everybody, and welcome again to another episode of Island Fans. I'm here with King KDB, big game player. I'm here with Jonathan down here at the bottom, so just beneath me right there, and I'm here with the other Jonathan, the Blues, the Chelsea Jonathan. We're going to discuss the weekend's games and look forward to some Champions League game as well. I know. Let me just start with my Arsenal brother down here at the bottom. Jonathan, you must be buzzing. Things are looking really good for us right now.
Yeah. Things looking good. The team's stringing some wins together. I think that's 8 wins in 10 now. And lost to City, draw with Burnley. I mean, that's not too bad. But we just have to take it game by game, keep on pushing. And Leicester's next. Let's get the W there and move on.
I love that. I love that. Sukwa, you are now, you're getting some players back. I feel like you're a bit
hmm
more confident now going to the back end of the season.
hmm Yeah, I think for Reece James coming back in, I think that's a big plus for Chelsea. Also a bit of maybe a bit of tinkering up top. I guess it's looking more imminent that Kai Havertz probably might lock down that false nine position if you want to call it that way. Because they look a lot more fluid, as I said, going forward in that
All
stance.
right.
But there's still some big games, of course. I mean, there's some. I mean, in the back end of it, a W is not really guaranteed, unless you play well on the day. So we still have to go out there and still keep the focus and so on. Yeah.
You're right. You're right. And Moy,
hmm
you're coming off. Let me not say a big win because you were saying it with your chest since last week that and you and Munchie I should say that it's gonna be a practice match. I think Munchie said specifically that instead of using those little dummies, these new dummies we just have on red shirts. And so it turned out to be something like that. 4-1 winners in the Manchester Derby. Your thoughts?
First, I must say, I like the theme for the show tonight. You have my blue background, I have my Man City shirt, and then everything here is in blue. Just the city theme, that's how blue Manchester is at the moment. You know,
You're loving life right now.
was sky high.
I mean, are we gonna get into the Liverpool game? But you must be. I mean, coming off of the back of that, Liverpool did, were I think I was still lucky to get through that game without
Very,
conceding a goal.
very.
I mean, you must more. I mean, put all joke aside, all banter aside. Liverpool is playing well, and the pressure is there. You must feel it.
I mean, once again, it's still that, we need to ensure that we winning to avoid that 3 point gap. So when they actually equal, if they happen to win the game, then we'd level on points. So we need to continue winning and hoping. But as I said before, I think we just gonna go. The pressure is still on Liverpool. We just have to continue doing our job. They're playing well. They're gonna be coming for us. I have to give them that props. But I'm still cool and calm at the moment.
All right. Okay. Let's get straight into it because we have some Champions League to touch on as well. The weekend started with Leicester versus Leeds, and Leeds is in all kind of mess right now. They have a new manager. It, I mean, they weren't as gung ho, as reckless in their play as they were on the Bielsa, but I mean they still lost. And the only
hmm
thing that matters right now is points on the board.
Yeah.
I mean, should we pay more attention to how bad Leeds were, or that Leicester's getting some players back and they're now starting to restart. Let's start with you, Sukwa.
Yeah. I remember that Leicester is still trying to what's it that they're still in this conference league. The only way that they that they can qualify for any kind of European football next season is probably try to win this match, win this competition. So Vardy coming back is a good addition for them going forward. At least there you have Vardy, you have Ilenacho, you have um Daka. So at least they have the
That
you have some fit players at least there. Going forward, Leicester was not bad going forward. It's just been the defense for the last for the duration of the season that's been bad. But the last two games they've kept a clean sheet, which is good for them. Going forward, they've picked up 6 points over the last two games. So um I don't know how much of a mm, I guess when they face Liverpool in the next game that they play, but um in that game against Leeds, I just think that I think Leeds were a little unfortunate because I think Rafinha had like two good chances that he hit
yeah,
directly on the keeper,
yeah,
right? So
that's
I
my
think
yeah.
Leicester would consider themselves very fortunate that they came out with 3 points when probably could have just been a fair draw. Had Leeds probably put away the
Okay, all
chances.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So then let me transition here, and Jonathan, I'm going to come to you because we're going to talk about our North London rivals. Um, Everton lost 5-0 today. So my first question to you before we talk about if we should really be scared of Tottenham is who is in more danger of going down, Leeds or Everton? Jonathan, now with us? He look
Johnson,
like
this
he's
is big.
frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan look frozen. I thought you was just keep it really still. I thought you was just keep it really
Yeah,
still. Well, Jonathan
Fine.
looks like he's frozen.
Um,
You come back. You come back just now. Moy, then let's throw that question to you. Who's in more danger of going down, Leeds or Everton? Everton look a mess right now.
yeah.
Yeah, Everton is a real mess. You expected that new manager bounce, especially for Frank Lampard. I know that he has been in the Premier League before, and you will probably say it's capacity of team. But I think I don't really know. Everton is a team that you could see digging it out, where at the moment they're downright awful. Yeah. Kind of two of them get relegated.
I mean, it seems to be pretty tough right now because in my mind, Norwich is down already, and Watford looks to be down as well. So I think it leaves one spot. I mean, you have Burnley, you have Everton, you have Leeds, all fighting it out right there. So that's why I'm wondering if what do you think? Who be best? Jonathan, are you back with us? Are you hearing us, Jonathan?
Uh, just about what you're saying.
Right. I
Can
was
you repeat that
asking
again?
you who is in more danger of going down, Leeds or Everton?
Gone again.
Okay.
Yeah, Jonathan look like he gone again. Jonathan have some internet trouble there, man. Maybe his maybe
Uh,
on Wi-Fi there.
Well, yeah, sure. I would probably say that Leeds could be the one potentially to go down because you would think Everton could have the nick, as we would say about Burnley, because they have the likes of Richarlison and those kind of people still we would see could manage to dig them out of at any time. So I'm leaning towards Leeds at the moment.
Okay, Joe, good night. Games in hand FC. Can you hear me?
Uh, yeah, man.
All right, so let me throw that question to you. We were talking about Leeds and Everton, and I was asking them the
Mm.
question: who's in more danger of going down? I mean, Leeds, I think I saw Bamford. Bamford is back on the bench, so they are getting some players back. I mean, you've been
Mm-hmm.
a big fan of Damari Gray. Who do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in more danger of going down?
I think probably Everton
Mm.
because of the fact that Leeds have that new manager bounce, and that new manager bounce might win them enough games to stay up. But no, with Everton, we're not quite sure, and it would be rough for Everton to, especially with the whole City thing, the handball and all of that. But the penalty. But yeah, I think they're more likely to go down because if we're judging from the game that they played on the weekend, yes, they didn't win, but the amount of chances they created, plus the fact that they were able to create so many chances and still look a lot better defensively than usual, I think that's only a sign of positive things to come.
Mm. I hear you, and I think I would agree with you as well. That because right now Everton just looks a mess. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
the goals they conceded today were
mm-hmm.
just. Look, I watched that game, Joe, and I felt
Mm-hmm.
the Arsenal. I felt the loss that Arsenal had to them all over again. I'm like, how in the
Yeah,
world did we let this team beat
beat
us?
us. Yep, yep.
It
Same
it was
feeling.
heart wrenching. Okay,
But
so
you can
then
hear
City
me now?
and Tottenham. Go ahead, yeah, I can hear no Johnson. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me just go ahead quickly. With Everton, I just looked at their fixtures really quickly, and I think they're gonna go down. If you just look the fixtures for rest that they have coming up, they have Wolves, Newcastle, a resurgent Newcastle. They have West Ham, Man United, Crystal Palace, who is decent, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester, Brentford, and Arsenal. That's their like
Yo,
next six fixtures. And how many
yep,
points think you can get out of that?
yep.
That
I
one's no ticklish to real.
Yo, but Shaq,
That
let me
one's
throw
no
some in
ticklish.
there as well too. Fun
Mm-hmm.
fact, right? Remember, all of us, everybody was laughing and bantering and joking. But do y'all realize that after being so horrendous, that Salah has the most goals in the league with 19, right? Second place has 12 goals. Third place has 11 goals. Well, Jota and Mane are tied at 12, so they would be second.
Right.
Son has 11 goals, right? So he'd be third. But do y'all realize that Harry Kane has 10 goals?
Yeah, he's been past couple of weeks. I mean, Man City fans would know he's been bagging goals.
Pass. He pick up a couple goals, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
scored some again today.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Couple today, yeah.
okay, so then Joe, since you threw that in, should we be afraid?
Be afraid of what? Tottenham?
Be afraid of Tottenham?
No, because they're
Uh,
still.
okay, let me put the question this way. Let me put the
Mhm.
question this way. Are they our most realistic challenges to the top four?
E- Yes, I think so because it's definitely can't be Manchester United because of the inconsistency that they have. Um, they have the quality, I mean, to be the top contenders, but Man United and Tottenham right now are basically one and the same. You get a great performance this week, and then next week you have to wonder if it's the same team you watched last week
Mm-hmm.
because it's just completely different. But then at the same time, too, I think why I give Tottenham the edges because Tottenham is still in that phase of adjusting and adapting to the new manager and the new system and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think for me, if Ragnick's thing was going to go boom, it would have already gone boom. But I think Tottenham has a bigger chance of their thing just going, hey, boom, and them winning 3, 4, 5 games on a stretch.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Joe. Okay. I mean, look, when I watch Tottenham, it looks like it couldn't go boom, but then at times it looked like he could just go blagadang.
But guys,
You
yeah,
get that?
but guys, can we just bear in mind who the two teams Tottenham won against? Leeds. Everybody has used Leeds to bring up their goal difference this season, literally.
Fair point.
And then
Mhm.
Everton, who's in the worst form in their last like 20 years.
Yeah, but we
When
lost to
last we
Right.
hear
them.
about Everton getting relegated, that's just
But we
not a
lost
Right.
to
thing.
we lost to them, and guess what? We lost to an Everton side that was even worse than the one today.
Mm-hmm.
No,
And
but the
guess
And
what?
thing is,
And
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 mm,
see, the
and
one
they
thing
got
I don't know with that.
they thieved them against Man City. They should have had a penalty.
Hello, it wasn't Steve, It was
Yo, you
unfortunate.
know what? Let's take a break right there. Let's take a break right here, and let me just throw something else. It's still football related. It's still, but what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the Premier League officials coming out? I think it was the main man. I think it's Mike Riley coming out and apologizing to Everton.
Everton.
I mean, I
Yo,
haven't heard
this
that
is just to show
been
you
done
that
ever before.
Leo, let
Yeah.
me just say this outright, right? I know it happened between the Man City and Everton game, but there is no way. If that was my team, how do you take? What does an apology do to you?
Yeah. You don't put no
I'm
points on the
Exactly.
table.
I'm sorry for that. For that is okay, fine. We know that it's a penalty. Probably that the whole world knew that it should have been a penalty. But then an apology is just like is what? Is which game? It was Sheffield. It was Sheffield that stayed up because of what
Uh,
happened.
uh, No, Villa.
Villa,
I
yeah, yeah.
mean, yeah,
It's
look at
Villa.
this game. It's just sorry after. And then what happens if you actually go down from that two
Yep.
points that
Yep.
points has been
You're so right.
Mm.
An apology does nothing, and that's why I didn't know why they ought to do that. I just think that that's even worse PR if you
Oh
really
no.
ask me.
When you can tell me sorry, like you say, what I gonna do for you? Because we talk about
yeah.
the whole Villa staying up. It's because of poor officiating is the only reason Watford went. Oh,
Yeah,
Hmm.
Watford had gone down. So then, really and truly, there needs to be something. Okay, you can't change the result because if the game has already ended, find the referee and them something, man. They need to do
Hmm.
something. Hold them accountable in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So an
Something,
apology
man.
is way too little for for anything. As
Yes.
as a whole defining moment of your season there is,
Mhm.
we are full tonight. We are full tonight. Yes. Okay, guys. So let me. So since we have all these, I'm gonna quickly get through
Wow.
these other results because I know where we want to go.
Yes.
Is that we don't get to see Munchie and Skill a
And
lot.
skill.
So let's go. I mean, Aston Villa they won 4-0 over Southampton. I think that
Mm.
y'all saw the ball from Callum Chambers.
Nope.
uh,
Yeah, it was
Yo,
brilliant.
yo. When the boy played the ball, right, I say, boy, really couldn't keep he and Cell holding.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
Didi. Oh, Didi. Sukwa, let's go to your game. And just tell me what
Mm.
your general thoughts on your game. Then we move on.
Well,
You were 4-0 winners over Burnley. It didn't look
mhm.
like you were going to score 4 goals, but the
No.
second half you came out hot.
Yeah, I think what happened, you had to credit Burnley. Burnley usually starts those games very well. Um Usually whether it's a big team or just an initial game, they'll probably start very well. But then I guess it's just the quality that Chelsea had in the second half. Reece James, you can see how much they have missed him for the last few months.
Right.
He just brought such a different dimension to the attack going forward that has been obviously missing for all these months. So I think the team plays so much better, and then of course with Havertz up front, I believe they look a lot more fluid going forward. So um, probably Burnley could have count themselves a little bit unlucky because they had probably two chances that they should have probably have put away very early in the
Okay.
game. But
Mhm.
that's football. So
All right. At the same time, I was watching the Chelsea was playing. I found myself watching the Newcastle Brighton game because
mhm,
I mean I'm loving what I'm seeing from Newcastle now. The energy there. They won 2-1 over Brighton, which I thought is a
mhm,
big win, and I think they've pulled themselves maybe 6 points or so away from
yeah,
the drop zone.
yeah.
So I think that that's excellent. Moving on, Brentford they won 3-1 over Norwich at Tony Hattrick. Quick question here, and I'm coming to Joe because I think Joe is a big fan of Tony. But just tell me, Joe, quickly. Ivan Tony, what's his ceiling like? Is he a top class striker? Is he just mid or what? What? Your thoughts on that?
I would not say he's a top class striker, but I think he has the ability to be one. But then I think a big part of it would be, and when I say top class, I'm not talking that elite level, but at a very good level. Because when you really check it out, though, I think a big part of it though would be maybe the style of the team too. He
Okay,
just needs to be in a team that fits his play style. But I mean, he's a player that is very beneficial to a team wherein even if he's not scoring goals, he does so many other things to help the team in terms of his hold up play, his passing ability, and all of that. And he's a fairly decent finisher, to be honest.
let me
I
let
I
me
think
throw
that
this
he
to you
will
then,
get
Joe.
lots of chances.
Let me throw this to you then, Joe. Ivan Tony or Ollie Watkins?
For
Which one for
me,
you?
if I'm taking one, I'm taking Ivan Tony for one reason. I think I think Aston Villa, even before Steven Gerrard, creates more chances than what's
Brentford.
the name, than Brighton do.
Brentford.
And I think honestly that giving Tony those chances, he would probably have way more goals than Watkins has right now.
Okay.
I think Watkins is a good player now, but Watkins is not that player that's going to take your team to the next level.
Fair enough, Joe. Let's move on to another player here that I really like. Like I watch him right now. I think he's one of the top players to watch. Not the top player, one of the brightest players to watch. A young player. His name
Saka.
is I think you pronounce it Olesi.
Crystal
I remember
Palace,
the
Or
Crystal
Michael
Palace guy.
Olisi.
yeah, for
Oh
Michael.
my
8 million,
Yeah.
goodness.
that guy for 8 million from the championship.
Oh my goodness. Have you guys seen him play? He,
Baller.
he looks like Mahrez. He looks like Mahrez.
Mm-hmm.
Not 2.0, but the next coming of Mahrez.
Mm-hmm.
The way how he practices this game, man. Jonathan, I see it, but check him out, man. Check him out. I was
No,
talking to Skill. I was like,
I'm
okay, maybe
sorry.
he's not a top level player yet. Of course
Hmm.
not. He's still
Yeah,
young.
he's
There's
still young.
nothing our plan is trade. But man, I think if he makes that move,
Yeah,
it wouldn't be a shock to him.
yeah,
It
Mm-hmm.
really wouldn't be a shock to him.
we
He,
can see the qualities, but I think he's one of those players that you have to make sure you don't stunt their development because then you'll
Right.
stop them from being what they can really be. But
mm.
looking at him, boy,
Yeah,
that kid
Yeah,
look like he's
man.
going to
He
be
looked
something
hard.
he
crazy.
caused us some problems, Shaq, in the game that
Yeah,
we played
Yeah,
against them. Yo,
yeah, he looked like
yeah.
he's
yeah,
going to be
he
a
caused us a
It's
lot
the
of
way
killer.
how
problems.
when he picks up the ball,
Yeah,
he
Mhm.
and he
just like,
drives,
yo, I'm gonna beat you now.
he drives with the ball.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah, he
direct.
just like,
He's very
I'm gonna
direct.
beat you, and
Yeah,
then can't know about it. And
yeah.
he's willing to go left or right. I'm raving about him, guys.
No, but then the thing to the shot that makes him for me so like the thing for me that stands out with him too is that we all know this if I'm growing up as well. Sometimes the advice you get as a let's say as a fullback is when that winger is coming down and coming at you and running at you. Sometimes you're giving advice roughy up, hitty.
Yeah,
And usually, quite often, even in professional and big professionals, you hit them 1, 2 times, and they're not as confident anymore. But this kid,
keep
yo, this
going,
man just keeps
keep
coming.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he just keeps going.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, there,
Yeah,
Joe.
man.
Jaleel is asking, Ivan Tony or Watkins, he's choosing death. He's choosing death. This guy Jaleel is wild, bro. But Palace, they won 2-0 over Wolves. Wolves, they haven't, I mean, and since Arsenal just gun them down, they
Let's get
can't
yourself
seem
again.
to bite anybody.
Twice.
Yeah,
They
man,
Twice.
can't
man
seem to
start
bite
about to
anybody.
score,
Liverpool 1-0 winners over West Ham. Somebody explain to me how did Lanzini miss?
Oh,
My thoughts and prayers.
nah.
I prayed he missed, and he missed.
I understand why you would pray
Yeah.
for that, but come on, man. He's
Yo,
supposed to put that
personally, right?
away.
I think Lanzini deserves to be fined. That's just my opinion. I think he deserves to be fined.
He don't have no credit in the bank from when he had scored that scream against Tottenham in the last
Tottenham,
minute.
yeah, man, he
Yo,
Some
deserves.
he
credit
was
have to be
great.
in the bank for that.
He
He was
deserves to
doing
be
his best.
fined
Yeah,
for that.
He was
yeah,
doing his
because
best Rashford impression.
well, I don't know
Oh
how
my, oh
how
my,
Liverpool escaped
oh my,
with all 3 points
oh
in
my,
that game.
boy, I heard that. I heard that. I heard that.
Can you
More.
please get on to United?
You gotta look. You gotta look at it. Okay, you know what? Before we get to United, we gotta talk
Mhm.
about them boys. Them boys. Them
But
Arsenal
wait,
boys
no,
because we scored three.
before
Go ahead, Moy.
quick, I just want to hear Suku's thoughts. Before you touch on yours, if you think that Chelsea already has third place wrapped up,
No, he answered that last.
No,
no?
no, because you see, Arsenal still has a 1 game in hand. If they win, that is just 2 points. So we still have to keep winning our games going forward.
Fair enough.
Yep.
All
Yeah,
right, Jolly is
I
saying
just want to
anybody
see.
that
I just
wants,
want to see y'all start Lukaku every week.
anybody that wants
That's it.
Liverpool to win a football
Try
league
Scarface,
other than a
Laka.
Liverpool is a weirdo. Akani saying the show looking like a super team tonight. Akani, they are all out, and you missed the you briefly touched on Tottenham because but what we did say, Akani, is that we are taking you a bit more seriously. Right now it looks like you may be the closest challenges to that top four in the race with Arsenal and Manchester United. We're going to touch on Arsenal and then we're going to get to where everybody wants us to go. Arsenal 3-2 winners. I think the scoreline flatters Watford a bit, but three class goals. Three class
Mm.
goals, guys.
3, 4.
Four,
Four
four.
class
I
goals.
can't be
Yeah,
biased. 4.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
true.
Four
You're right,
class
bro.
goals.
That's
Thank
good.
Yeah,
you.
4 real good
That
goals.
equalizes quality, indeed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Valentine, let's start with you, then we end with Joe.
Can I just appreciate? I mean, can we not just overlook Saka because he's playing in the team for so long? He started at a really young age. I think about 18, 17. But
17.
because he
Yeah.
started so young, it seems like he's been here for like a long time. But the guy is still 20 years old, and he's played so well. Like, I don't know what else to say about him. Like, he just scores goals. He assists every game. Almost every goal we score for this season, Saka has
So,
some part to play.
Yeah.
Saka
but
has
Jonathan,
some
I'm
part in
hearing
every
you,
goal.
bro. I'm hearing you, but when I'm hearing you rave about a player, I'm seeing Joe's smirk, and I know exactly what's on Joe's mind because there's one person I know we've been off and on for a bit,
Mhm.
but Slicer can't come in the comments, no joke, can he?
Them boy can't say a word. Hey,
Jonathan,
rumor has
Jonathan,
it
yeah,
them boy
sorry.
don't unfollow the page now.
Go ahead, Jonathan. Sorry about that.
And it don't matter. It don't matter who come in the squad now. Smith Rowe was our top scorer. He come out. He had COVID. He come out. Martinelli come in. Martinelli score. Martinelli puts in the performance. Hey, Lacazette don't score enough goals. Yes, but the amount of work this man puts in, and if people don't track this now, in the last 9 games, the guy has
7
seven
assists.
assists.
Yep,
If
Yep.
7
Bruno puts up
assists.
them numbers, oh Bruno, Pogba, this, that, the other, and
Yep,
what's all
7
that man doing?
assists.
But anyway, Lacazette doing a good job for the team at the moment. Yes,
Mhm.
he can finish better, but all around the team game. Oh, and Partey. Oh my, Partey. So Australian games now, Partey has just been a solid 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
I would feel a word there, Johnson, for Cedric because I think the biggest
Ah,
compliment we can pay him right now is that we haven't missed Tommy Asu that much. We don't even have to
Facts.
rush him.
yep,
Facts.
yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that Joe. What's your takeaway?
Yo, hear me, sir, right? Let's just rewind. You check. See Saka, my boy, star boy, little
Hmm.
Coming
chilly,
here, Montreal to you.
little chilly, right? Saka, my boy, star boy. Saka had an involvement in basically all the goals, lovely. Even when he took the ball off the foot, bro, the confidence and a slight bit of cockiness to just put that over there, like, yeah,
Messi F.
beautiful. All the goals in our end were lovely. The bicycle kick for Watford was poor defending because I don't understand how is it Martinelli ended up being the one out there defending the two guys, but is what it is. But it was a great finish. Ramsdale got caught. Even the Sissoko finish, all it was a butt up. His composure to take his
You
time and
got to
place it
take on
under
here.
Ramsdale, that
You're
wasn't a
right.
bad finish either.
You're
But
right, Joe.
but while we commend Bukayo Saka, right? Star boy. While we commend Alexander Lacazette, who is underrated due to the fact that he doesn't do as much as he should score. And while we commend Gabriel Martinelli, let's not forget, right? Two people make a give some credit, right? Two people that are
If
being
he only say
overlooked,
Xhaka.
right?
If you only say
Granit Xhaka,
no,
right? Granit Xhaka
no,
has been
no,
an integral part in that
What did
midfield
Joe say?
for all
What did Joe
those
say? I think that's
reasons.
a bit of breaking news.
yo,
I think that's breaking news. Shaka is getting praise
Yo,
from Joe.
I
what? Yo,
can't
Must
don't do
believe
that.
this.
be.
Don't do that. I always give him credit when he deserves the credit.
You don't
But
deserve no
I
credit.
give no. Here's what Jonathan. I
No,
give
stop it,
most of the
Jonathan.
No,
credit.
Stop it. Stop it,
He's been
no,
Jonathan.
very
no.
very good. But I give most of the credit to Arteta. Why? Because Arteta
Thank
is the
you.
one who is playing him in the more advanced role. So here what? Go up there, kick with our ball, and they kick down nobody behind you. You understand? But I have to give him credit. He's been solid. He's been solid for the past few
Yeah,
games. As good
facts.
as good as Partey has been, I don't think there has been a game of recent that even when Partey is playing phenomenal, that he has really outshone Xhaka, two of them on the
Oh
same
my
level.
goodness, I'm going to walk off right now. Yo.
No, you're not paying attention to the game, man.
No, no,
Jonathan,
no, no,
no,
no, no,
man.
Xhaka has been yo,
no, 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 no,
except for yesterday when he
no,
did the
no. Mm-mm,
crossfield ball, right?
mm-mm.
Apart from that, Xhaka has been real good. So I'm giving him some credit. But they don't want to hear Xhaka credit. Let me explain something to you, right?
Chocolate slander,
No, go
A
ahead
man.
now.
while back now, I'm tell
Tell
you
us about
that
Odegaard.
I'm tell you that getting this particular guy for $30 million is a steal of a deal. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
And some haters had a lot to say. And the haters have been scarce since. Because need not forget that the glue to this entire team is Martin Odegaard.
You're right about that one.
Thing man, this
Yep.
man's involvement both in the back end and the front end of the field is so underrated, right? Even when he doesn't get the goal or the assist, when you watch over the play, nothing starts without him. I have to give this man some credit, and then that
And
finish.
again, and again, there, Joe, I would put that down. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Odegaard. I would put that down to Arteta because he's
Mhm,
not even playing in a number 10 role. He's
Mm-hmm.
floating on that right side and allowing
Yeah.
Saka to be brilliant.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, basically, right, Arteta has Odegaard oftentimes playing like KDB does for Manchester City. He basically has like this free roam role. Just go, do your thing, and just get the results. And me tell you,
Yep.
the football has been exceptional, except for the shaky game again. The game for me against Watford was shaky because while we did win the game, it should not have been 3-2 for one,
You're
because
right,
those
bro.
goals should not have occurred. And then number two, we should have had way more than 3 goals. So for me, it's still shaky because the mistakes we made, for example, the 2 times that Ramsdale kicked the ball to Watford players, we're playing a bigger team, we get punished. So, I'm not going to go crazy and act as if the game was this phenomenal masterclass of a game. But the finishes were excellent. And at the end of the day, if you can hold on and get the 3 points even on the shaky days, sign me up.
Yeah, you're going in the right direction. Monchi wanted to get in a quick point, and then we go head over to the Manchester Derby, or the Manchester trading session, I should say.
Good night. So,
Yeah, Monchi. What's his name here? Never needed a goalkeeper. Oh, okay. Title race is back on. Okay. Go ahead, Monchi.
yes. Um, I can't believe none of the Arsenal fans commended Arteta and his brilliant
For,
keeper
for the pre-assist.
for, for Martinelli's goal. I was Martin was on the show because he be getting some stick right now. Arteta, I think Arteta is the first manager this season who got the
But
keeper.
Munchie, when you say that, I'm just thinking back to some of the things you said on the show. Is that the type of manager you want? Someone who's active. You're saying that Ollie wouldn't have done that.
Only, only doesn't
That's
even
one
be
of your criticisms.
Only didn't even be on the touchline much there, so that could have never been Only. So, yeah, I watched the game. Yeah, I watched the game. Saka's been brilliant. Uh, you guys made mention of Cedric. I think Cedric uh, came in and did his part. As Joe said, it looked like you guys never really missed Tomiyasu. Um, but there's still that. I think that combination between Cedric and Saka got to step up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not quite there yet. You're right. I agree. Because quite a few times the two of them seem like they were on two different pages. Because Cedric dashed forward and Saka cut inside and gone, not realizing that Cedric overlapped. And then we lose the ball, so Cedric has to be cutting back. But if I recall correctly, though, we have to come in too, because that's the good thing about him. The fact that he's so quick, because I think he had the most touches overall in the game for the entire team.
Yeah. So it was a
All
good
right.
game. As long as Arsenal keeps winning, Tottenham keeps winning, and that other team, they even though they're not even a team.
And then your
That group,
prediction will come true.
that group of players over there just continue lose. I'm fine by it.
Okay. All
Munchie,
right.
now over there,
One
now
more
your
question.
pipe, on me, you have a pint down.
Wait,
One,
wait, wait. Let me fix that. Let me fix that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, them players over there, Munchie, pint now.
one one question before we move on. So
Go quickly. Go quickly.
when I'm ready, when it's time to splash the cash to come to the blue come to the Etihad.
Come do it.
How much how much do I
Jeez.
have to pay for it?
All
Yo,
right. And
Eddie.
on that
Hey,
note, guys, Joe,
kick
do
this
not
man off the show,
entertain
no?
such foolish thoughts.
My friend,
Hey, kick this
Do
man
not
off the show, no?
entertain. More, you gotta go. More, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. More, you gotta go. You gotta come out of this field. More, are you ready to apologize? Do not
wait.
ever
Don't disrespect me and
mention.
have me at the bottom. This is not United. Put me at the top where I belong, please.
That's fact. That's fact.
Hello,
Okay. All right,
where
we're
did
super
you
guys.
show up?
We're super right.
Suka supposed, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Suka
I can
supposed
go
to be
right
that.
here. Let me move. Let me move myself.
Mercy.
More, you can go there. You go there. We don't have no Liverpool fan. Suka gets the spot. All right. Oh, wait, skill.
Hey, he
That
too
means we're
Shaq,
supposed to
extra.
remove skill.
Wait, but the
Shaq.
boy,
Let's still have his chance now to say something about the performance on Sunday.
wait there, what did you
Go
do?
ahead, skill. Let's go.
Hey,
You
wait,
can
wait a
go right
minute.
there now.
Sorry, quick thing. We've come in a skill get let off. So quick thing. I know we watched over the Newcastle result, but I just wanted to highlight and give Eddie Howe some credit because they're
Mm-hmm.
currently on the longest unbeaten run in the league.
Yep. Yep.
Right. That this is facts, Joe. Facts, Joe.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the reasons why I watch them on the weekend. I really like to see what's going on.
Yeah, right now they're
Shout out
entertaining
to Joe
again.
Willock. And Joe, to your point, we saw Joe Willock to Newcastle with 25. And imagine we just put 5 million that and get Odegaard.
I get Odegaard. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sound like some shrewd business from Edu and Art Checkers. Somebody just
Yep.
clip this part of the show and send to Marcel for me. That's all I want. Still, the floor is yours. Because you come in and your name is Shamefully United. I mean, I was sitting there, I was watching the game with you and Moy, and I can remember when you got up when Sancho scored. Belly. How did it turn to Shamefully United?
Oh boy.
Good evening, fellas,
Mhm.
and how you guys
Yes.
doing? I
Okay,
just want to say
man,
thank you
coming
for
like a
having me.
politician.
Just want to say thank you for having me, and I want to say, Monchi, thank you for the practice session.
Then still wobbling. Why your team get? I mean, listen, Skill. Let me ask you this question first, right off the bat. Is this 4-1 loss worse than the 2-0? It's 2-0, right? When you blow
Yeah.
first round.
Yeah.
Mm,
Definitely, I think so. Deep down, I really believe so. It was really hurtful to watch this United team play yesterday. We didn't play with a striker whatsoever. There was no form of attacking play otherwise than when Bruno probably run off the ball, and he's supposed to be our distributor. Who is going to distribute the ball to? Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So there was no attacking play whatsoever coming from United. And I
But
think Pogba should be the one controlling the game. But yet still we have the two passer of the ball playing forward. How is that going to happen?
but Skill, let me ask you though. What did you come into the game? I saw you posting statuses over and over again in the build up to the game. But were you optimistic that you could get a result versus this Manchester City team yesterday?
I thought so. I thought so. Honestly, I thought so.
Okay,
But
okay.
I think, honestly, I really think that maybe the team should be. I think we should put Rashford on top. although he's having a bad, oh my, I think he should have put it on top. Although he's having a very bad season, I think that's the way what to go.
Wait, sorry, the quick question, skill. Wait, and
No,
as
no,
in
no, no. You can't ask
striker,
me nothing. No, no, can't ask me nothing.
let's answer the question. I'm a striker. You say putty panta, putty for strike.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I say transfer market your tag. Sorry.
Wow, wow. Okay.
You. Um, okay. I mean, I can hear how broken still sound in his voice. So let's go to Munchie. And guys, we have Champions League to touch on. So
Mm.
I wanted to at least switch over there in about 5 minutes. So Munchie and Maury, Munchie, let's start with you. Practice session, like you said, it really wasn't. I mean, even when they scored back, did you feel like, oh, this could be you could be in for a game?
Yo, honestly, like a lot of Liverpool, I have a lot of Liverpool fans as friends, and they're like, "Let's go Liverpool, let's go Man U and this and that." I had to tell them like, it's best you save your support for teams like Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. Waste your support. Jack. Um, I had no doubt whatsoever about the result yesterday. Uh, all when they equalized, I was like, okay, then they get at least five because there's no way Manchester City knows this is a must-win game. That's one.
Mm.
Two, Liverpool close behind them, and three, no, not and three, three, they're playing against Manchester United, and four, Manchester United has beaten City at Etihad for the last 3 years or so, I think.
Mm.
So we really wanted to end that, right? And just make a statement out of this Manchester United team. Like this team is nobody. And make it worse, I was gonna post on Facebook and say like an easy 5-0. Because when I see Manchester United's lineup, I'm like, they much so want try be like me, try come and play fast nine. Like, come
We're
on.
playing fast team, innit?
Like real. I still say, Ralph go and put Pogba and Bruno up top. And who go pass them? McFred? Me even
But
think like like yo, that manager got it so wrong yesterday. And after Sancho scored, I didn't even think I see him even playing. Like, yo, I even saw pictures of Edison at the halfway line, sitting down on the ground. I'm like, we never really needed a goalkeeper. And we never needed a goalkeeper.
Until
Yesterday,
tomorrow.
what call it there?
let me jump to more there, Monchi, because I mean we saw the stat you sent it in the group that in the final 15 minutes of the game you had what 92% possession. And I think I heard a stat there. I was watching Vibe with Five Real Ferdinand was saying Rodri in that same space of time had more touches of the ball than the entire United squad. When it comes to that point of the game, I mean, yes, more you're going to touch on it, and and then everybody else can take a jump at it because it looks as if they weren't even trying. Like, what was that? What was that yesterday? To be dominated in that, that means you're not even running for you to be 14 to have 92% possession over the last 15 minutes of the game. Go ahead, more.
Well, hold on, before more you go. Exactly my point, Shaq. No, we have, okay, I'm not gonna say the two best midfielders in the Prem, but just hear me out, fellas. We have, we have, I'm to you, Jonathan. One,
I'm just
we
loving
have,
this skill.
we
Go ahead,
have
go ahead.
two best passers for United, and you're gonna try to tell me that they're playing on top. Let's go. Let's try to balance. It's not gonna be balanced because of the fact that Man City is a better team than United right now. But
Maybe.
let's try to balance it off in the midfield. Let's see if we can win it and probably go. Hey, if you want to try Ilanga up on top, make you try run your left somebody. Things can happen. You, as Monchi said, no, you have Bruno and Pogba up on top. Who will give them the ball? That is rather ridiculous.
I
Go
hear
ahead, Mon.
you. I hear you. Go ahead, Moy.
First, start off. Larkin gets the player. Hey, man, go up and have the heart to do that celebration like he's some cool kid at at Manchester City Stadium. Like, bro, we decided to give him a goal because we felt sorry for him. And then after this man was lost. Yeah, saw him for the rest of the game. No. Bruno and Pogba. If them man played midfield, would them man even make a difference? Bruno, not for sure. This man played the entire 90 minutes. And this man was legit ghost town. You know? What else? What else? Where we going? One Bissaka? Oh boy. Jack Grealish and Bernardo Silva was cooking his boy left, right, and center. Credit to Pep for not starting Sterling so he could have been pocketed by Aaron Wan Bissaka. And, you know, the crosstown rivals just
So,
rejuvenated my 100 million. Okay? Just rejuvenated my 100 million. That all them had a problem about. And don't let me get me started. That boy, Marcus Rashford, that loves to feed the children. Right now, I think those children probably suffocating over there by how if and nothing he doing now. He can't help nobody with all them off target stuff. When he ready to deliver food or something, he probably gone the wrong location cause all these off target things that he do. Okay? Last
Let's
season,
just say, boy,
last
that he's doing really good work. Oh my goodness.
last season, and I'm not it because his skill is on the show now. Last season, this boy said Sterling was garbage and belonged at the rubbish heap. Sterling, he said that was
That's
supposed
it.
to be Sterling's worst season ever. Okay? And he's still better than that boy's season right now.
One
This
more
boy can
stop and the clip here.
I
Yeah,
mean,
actually.
see,
But
of
nobody
course.
wants Sterling. Not nobody wants Sterling. Your boy, if you put Sterling
No.
outside at Thursday time for the garbage truck pass through.
No.
Yeah, that was the clip. That was the clip.
yeah.
Hmm.
You see how that age well? I look at just today now reports coming out that Rashford considering
You
his
want to
future at
leave.
United. Because
Yeah,
United
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want him, not even his own club want him no more.
They're looking to put him out on a Thursday.
And that me, rubbish. No, he never good enough for rubbish truck. But anyway, commend, commendable work on my team. A whopping 2-1 nil to, at home to the rivals. They couldn't touch nothing, left, right, and center. You make Harry Maguire look like some um Mickey Mouse clubhouse kind of thing on that game. My boy KDB, big game player, not like some other ghost town Bruno that in the down. And the other King Algeria showed up once again with 2 goals. He brought back 2010 Iron Robin just to haunt them even more. You understand them things? Look at all these things are happening there. And
Yo, who let boy out tonight?
I feel it because by
Boy
the day
is
when I
bad.
got watched from Tottenham, I couldn't talk. So now I am full fledged, my back top of the table, for now. I am feeling excited. Y'all can hear it in my
Boy, just
voice.
glad you don't have to play Tottenham again, you know. That's what's up.
Hey, we leave that. We will leave that for the past until I play Tottenham, then I go back to it. Okay? But yeah, brilliant. Brilliant,
Quick,
absolutely brilliant.
quick,
And
quick.
we see,
When you finish.
wait, wait, I come in, I finish it now. And once again, we see the
No,
real
take your time,
Portuguese.
boy. Take your time. Take your time.
We see the real Portuguese stand up once again. I said it again. One of them run from playing in the game the other day. Some goat CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo. And there, and this man running on. This man don't want to play now. I don't know how we go. That one is
Oh, you
just
know
gone.
what? Boy, stop right there. Just before you go get Munchie, reports are coming out that Ronaldo is fit. Ronaldo was fit
Hmm.
for the game.
Yeah,
And so they're like, what's going on
Yeah.
there? I mean, and this goes back to, I mean, it seems I don't know what's going on with Ragnick and the club because remember when he came out to talk about Martial and then Martial would come back and say this is not true.
That's
And
not
he did
true.
the same thing
Yeah.
with Lingard as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
what's going on there?
But yo, let me just touch it on there quick and then munch it. Even it's a derby, you're going to want Ronaldo to play. But So how United started off the game, I must say they started off the game pretty well. The last about 15 to 25 minutes, they had their pressing going on. When I don't really think Ronaldo could have able to sustain that if he started because he's not a really type of pressing player. And if it's not true that Ragnick wants to bench him, why is that such a big thing? Is you such a big baby and above height of everybody else that you can't stay on the bench and then come off? What is that even saying about you then?
Right,
You
Monty?
I
know,
mean,
yeah.
I'm being a visitor on the show. Why am I being treated this way?
You should come again and get used
Visitor,
to it.
visitor on the show when you're one of the Island fans icons and legends. And
shut
nonsense you talk about.
Munchie,
You are the most
hit
famous clips in it.
Yeah, yeah, me not pass back. You know what I mean? I don't like the way I'm being treated.
well,
Monty,
you
go
can
ahead
probably
quickly. I want to touch on the
understand
Champions League now.
between Champions League or Europa. If not, you have to stay over. So.
Three quick points.
Sure, it's not four.
Manchester United should actually, like, as Murphy, sell Rashford, and his pay should go towards the gear because honestly, if it wasn't for the gear, not only in this game for the whole season,
Mhm.
but since 2013, the last one league, if it wasn't for this guy, we'd be watching Manchester United in League One.
I don't think so, no. Oh,
Yes,
Bishop.
I literally jumped up when Cancelo did that bicycle, and I was like, my gosh, how did the gear get there? You know what I'm saying? Like this
That wasn't
guy,
a hard thing, though. Come on.
Mm.
but still, come on, right? That's one. Two, I wanted to pose this in the group, but the commentator said I was posed it long time. Yesterday, Mahrez was literally out of. I don't know if it was a game plan by Pep to say, "Hey, Bissaka, just work on it. 'Cause he can't control, he can't pass, he clumsy, he just he just like one of them Sunday league ballers that they want Lego because he now do nothing in the house and she just tell you go outside and get a sweat or something. Come me tell you, Manchester they work the right side, they straight boy. I'm not gonna let yo, they work that. I may say every time I was touch a ball, I just want to pass back to Walker. I'm like, come on, like feed Mahrez. Mahrez are the goat right now in the city.
Mm,
Honestly. I remember
mm,
when I told you guys, hey, when Mahrez was leaving to Afghan, and I say City can miss Mahrez. Although I was kind of joking, but you have to look at this guy's stats. When this guy plays, when this guy starts, always contributes.
Yep.
Always, right? And it showed yesterday. I'm glad he backs up
23.
in our goalie. And the third point, Shaq said in the group, Sterling can't start big game. Like that
Oh,
was
my.
Oh, Jesus.
Shaq, that isn't a big game. Like for real, why waste glasses like Sterling in a game like that to get injured?
Yo,
Why?
you make skill down there. Skill careful guy.
No kind of sense. I was with teams like Aston Villa and Crystal Palace and so top opponent. You understand
Oh
me?
my goodness.
So, Shaq, don't disrespect Sterling again and say Sterling can't start big game. That was
I
just like
apologize.
it wasn't big. That wasn't even a game. We didn't even play as a team. Like I, and I didn't even know why FA even have that group of not even players, that group of me we call it supporters. Those individuals in the league. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, congrats to Manchester United moving on to squad four. Looking forward to the next 6 months next season. I'm glad they're staying up, but I'm also glad they're not going to Europe. So they have a lot of
I think
so, yeah.
I think you're missing one more point now. It's supposed to be 4 points. You need to have a next one. 4 points, so not three.
All right, okay. All right, guys, so that's that. Skill is officially, if he wasn't heartbroken before, officially heartbroken now. Look at the man camera, even look blurry. He must be chased on top of the camera screen, the camera lens. All right, guys, let's rush through. Let's rush through. You got like 3 minutes. Let's rush through the what do you call it? The Champions League
Champions
games
League.
just for this week coming up. Bayern Munich. I mean, they haven't been their normal self. Joe,
Hmm.
what do you think? Well, I mean, they play Salzburg. Surely they have to
Yo,
win
yo,
that,
bro. Listen, I would be shocked out of my shoes if Bayern Munich don't go through.
right?
So
Hmm.
the expectation is that Bayern will show up and be Bayern
And
because I
I
heard
think
much
everybody.
earlier that they weren't going to lose the game against Manchester United because it was a must win game. But I just wanted to correct him that y'all only lose must win games in the Champions League.
Yeah,
Just
but they
saying.
don't play well.
Just saying. Just saying.
So
I mean,
I'm pretty sure everybody thinks that Bayern is going to go through this game. Bayern going to go through this tie.
Yeah, I
So I
expect
can
them
move
to.
on.
Yeah.
All
Man,
right. Liverpool. They have a 2-0 advantage going back to Anfield. I mean, Inter is not just a walkover team, but coming in with its advantage.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you would say Liverpool's favorites to go through, right?
100%.
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, Manchester City fans, y'all already boast when the score is 0-0, you're now 5-0 up. No way you can clap, right, Manchester City fans?
Edison,
Eh,
you want strike wins, you know.
uh,
Might as well.
okay,
Might as well.
I guess
the
the
game.
game that we really need to touch on. The game we really need to touch on is in Real Madrid PSG. PSG have that 1-0 advantage going to Real Madrid. I mean, how does that dynamic work? Suka, we start with you.
I think Real Madrid will turn it over.
You want Real Madrid to turn it over, or you think
Yeah,
Real
of
Madrid
course.
will turn it over?
I want them to turn it over, but it's gonna be a hard game. Really hard game. I think they're in better form than PSG domestically. So probably that
Then
that
PSG, yeah,
that
yeah.
Mhm.
is the little outside bit of um if they want to ride on that going forward to take into that match. I mean that's a positive for them. So let's see.
Yo,
Oh,
but
Jelly, you saying
yeah,
Mbappe might be out?
Yeah, Mbappe picked
oh,
an injury today. That's what I heard. So
got some injury in
Oh,
training.
yeah.
right. Oh,
Pick up what injuries. Man, I
that'd
want
be a
to make
big one.
sure that the man want to make sure that Real Madrid sign the back. So I study you about pick up injuries.
Yo,
Sell
I
them boys,
really
sell
think,
out early.
Good.
So you want to make
I
sure they
really
win the
think
Champions League so they get
Yeah,
extra
man.
money so
Them
they
boys
can
sell
pay
out early.
salary.
Hmm.
if
It
if
makes
Mbappe
sense. It makes
doesn't
sense.
Yep.
if Mbappe doesn't play, I don't see PSG going to because I think that just like the last game we saw that Neymar and Mbappe link up, I think those two could be vital again for them in order
Mm,
for them to
mm,
close it out and go through. I mean, Messi can be Messi on what it is, but
mm.
boy, oh boy,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Messi's
All
been their
right.
best. Messi's been one of the best players in the Champions League, even when he wasn't firing in the domestic league.
Mhm.
So you never know. But I feel like almost all of PSG's success revolves in some way off Aaron Mbappe. So with him out,
Mhm.
Mbappe.
I think that's a big hit. The thing is though, with Real Madrid having gone down that one goal, they will need to then
You have
be
to
a bit
open up.
more aggressive and go for
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Which with what PSG has in front of them now on their front line, that can come back to haunt you as well.
Mhm.
With Mbappe out, it drops a bit, but you still have
Mm.
Neymar, Messi, Di Maria
Yeah, quality.
that can
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
you understand. So
Yeah.
You're
it's
right,
still
Joe.
something to be concerned about, man. But I think
Okay.
actually still think that without um even without
Mbappe.
Mbappe doesn't play, I still think PSG will squeeze through because
Okay.
Okay.
Real Madrid will end up having to go
Gung ho.
to the game unless Real Madrid get an
Mhm.
early goal. They will end up
Mhm.
having to really go for the game,
Mhm.
and PSG will probably let them prefer it.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus,
The one thing
is
I
Messi
would say,
is Messi at Bernabeu, and we know how he feels about that
Yeah.
stadium.
Messi
I
come
mean,
back.
and the only other thing, like when you look at PSG as well, they have a
Mhm.
lot of play. They have a couple of players there who can just pull the rabbit out of a hat. A lot
Yep.
of individually brilliant players. So
And it's Real Madrid, so you have
it's
both
been my
Messi and
favorite.
Neymar that know what that El Clasico is like, and still probably
Yeah.
have that mentality.
Right. Munchie, the last first point from you.
To me, that game, even with Mbappe, that game will still be tough, but is more leaning towards PSG favor.
Mhm.
And I agree with Joy, like Real Madrid is they have to go through it.
Mhm.
There's no way of saying, okay, let me just hold out and try and they have to go through it, right?
Yep.
And we see in the Man City PSG game where Pochettino just tell we be Idris Guy, Verratti, and who's the next one?
In the
Paredes.
midfield,
Yeah,
Paredes.
yeah. He just tell them today, hey, I had to pass the halfway line. I had to set them three man up there for us.
I made them do that thing. Yeah, man.
If PSG set up that way, Real Madrid can easily get at least three or four.
Yep.
Easily.
Yep.
Easily. Because PSG don't have to go for a goal. They don't. All they can do is back. When they win the ball, just look for Messi. I know Messi will look for Neymar.
Mm.
And and as you guys say, like these two already have the El Clasico blood in them, playing
Yep.
at the Bills. So it's like an ordinary night for them
Yeah,
compared to
and it's not just that no Monchi. Them man have such crazy chemistry, right? Because Messi has basically been like the focal point of the midfield for the past few games. Because he's not getting the ball as much upfield because as soon as he gets it anywhere close to the box, 3-4 defenders, right? So he's been dropping a lot deeper. But what I'm saying is now when you have Messi coming forward now and you have a Neymar on the left, that they already have that link. And then you have a Di Maria on the right that they both play for the same international team and already have that chemistry. Yeah, you're out for some work defensively.
let's talk about Manjo.
Eh?
Ultimate team you're bringing, yeah.
We got a green leg. We got a
Yeah,
green
man.
leg.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
guys. Well, we're gonna see how these games go. Games kick off tomorrow. I think there's some midweek Premier League games on Thursday too.
Yeah,
So when
Thursday.
we come
The
back
rest of
on
the game.
Thursday, we'll look at those and see what happens. But we got some good games in the Champions League coming up. Let's just see what happens. Man, you don't play the Champions League until next week. So at least we probably won't have as much jokes this Thursday as we will next week.
The longer
Thursday.
they wait, the longer they wait, the longer they stay in there.
That's all they can open right now. That's all they can open right now. But guys, thank you for joining us. Even Skill, who departed earlier, who departed earlier than expected. Thank you for joining us, Skill, Jonathan, Sukwa, Munchie, Joe, and Boy. Thank you, and see you guys again on Thursday, guys. Really.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.